From the brink of elimination to the top of the group stage, Terran royalty Maru came out swinging in the second week of the 2022 GSL Season 3 Round of 10 group stage. Group B leader and only Zerg player in the brackets, DRG, was defeated at the hands of Maru as he fell victim to some outstanding battlecruiser rushing in their second match. Keeping in theme with Terran versus Terran, Maru squared up against last year's Season 3 champion Cure in what would be a thrilling best-of-3 series. Reapers flew into action to gather intel, but it was this proxy starport from Cure that would ultimately challenge Maru. While Hellions were traded at the foot of Maru's base, a single Banshee from Cure started to pick off SCVs. Being attacked on two fronts, Maru was forced to pull SCVs to defend his natural. Approaching the mid-game, Maru had to bunker down and weather the storm. Cure breached the high ground. With auto turrets and what other units he could spare, Maru held on by the skin of his teeth, focusing down Cure's siege tanks one by one. While the Terran in red stood his ground in Maru's natural, he left his main base completely open. Raven auto turrets cut through Cure's mineral line, leaving him severely crippled. Siege tanks and Marines held off Cure's last-ditch effort to win Game 1. With nothing left back at home, he was forced to bow out. Resetting for the second game, Maru amassed an early army, while Cure made plans to take his natural as early as possible. Reapers poured into Cure's base, halting the production of his second command center. The rush continued into the heart of Cure's main. Maru's Reapers and a single Hellion shredded Cure's front line and decimated his work account.
He is going to get it!
Oh my God, is this gonna be it? The quickest day of GSL ever, perhaps?
It's looking like it.
Dude, the damage is just snowballing right now. Maru showed him how it's done. GG!
Man!
With 2 series under his belt, Maru shot straight to the top of the group stage standings and locked in his position in the GSL Round of 6.
He's talking so fast.
After suffering the loss against Maru, Week 1 dominated DRG turned his luck around as he reverse-swept Protoss star Creator. Inside and out was the battlefield of choice for the second game. And to the fans' excitement, early game Dark Templar marched onto DRG's side of the map to cause chaos from the shadows.
Prism taking, because that's BS.
Juggled in and out of a warp prism, the Dark Templars were finding kills in the Zerg base, distracting DRG while Creator took his third. Creator was looking strong when he attacked DRG's northernmost hatchery while it was still mutating. He continued to harass Zerg mineral lines with his Dark Templars. Despite Creator's consistent and aggressive play, DRG held on with his now dominant Roach Ravager-based brood. Mutalisks were dropping probes by the numbers in a crafty sneak attack of Creator's natural.
It looked like he was doing here.
With a final counter push to cripple his opponent, DRG won the numbers game. Stalker bodies were scattered around the southern half of the map as Creator called GG. Locked into the map of Tropical Sacrifice, Creator and DRG finally settled the score in what would be a bloodbath of a game. Both players prepped their economies in the early game, scouting what intel they could gather while expanding their territories. Zerglings, Banelings and Hydralisks were the composition of choice from DRG. High numbers in waves was going to win him this game, so upgrading those units was paramount.
But we'll see,
in one swift attack, Creator suffered many casualties in the fight for his 4th Nexus. DRG did back away, but a second wave of Zerg was already inbound. Banelings were connecting with Creator's mineral line as the Protoss player mounted his final attack. Once again, DRG won the numbers game, taking apart Creator's army in seconds on Zerg Creep.
Now look at this, DRG coming in and attacking in onto Creep. With this comp against DRG's comp, a very tough one. The Hydras are gunning down absolutely
so
everything.
many Hydralisks, that's it, GG.
DRG earned his ticket to the round of 6 and sent Creator home from the GSL. Cure may have suffered a 2-0 loss against Maru, but it was his earlier victory against fellow Terran player Bjorn that kept him in the competition. Pushing past the 5-minute mark, Cure attempted a medivac drop, but Bjorn had the numbers to ward off the advancement. Cure set a rally point at the foot of Bjorn's base. Sheltered by siege tanks, Bjorn was confident that by holding the high ground, he could bunker down and force a fight later. Cure was pressured to push, but by doing so, he lost several Marines, while his opponent fortified his natural from a safe distance. An attack from the south was also thwarted. Cure was having a hard time breaking into Bjorn's side of the map. Approaching the 20-minute mark, both players were looking for any advantage to best the other. Cure spread his marine drops all over Bjorn's siege tanks, neutralizing them in seconds. Bjorn sent what he could towards Cure's base, but the Terran in red surrounded the army, punishing Bjorn to claim Game 1. Cure looked to do it all again on the map of Waterfall, where he kept his opening strategy simple. As early as 3.5 minutes in, Reapers leapt into action and started to take down Bjorn from the inside out.
Much quicker than I thought it would be there. Anyways.
Down in workers, Bjorn attempted an attack of his own. His Reapers and Hellion felt the full force of Cure's defense and were quickly pushed out of his base. Even when he returned with siege tank reinforcements, Bjorn struggled to make any real impact. Cure surrounded Bjorn's only army, forcing him to concede Game 2 and the series.
Yeah, this is a smart move.
Okay.
When you're 2 base versus 2 base, 8 Marines can like really catch anything running in between the bases here.
Sure. Yeah, reinforcements can't make it up anymore, but he does get the second tank through before those Marines catch it. So that's pretty good. This tank being very annoying. He wants to go, and he actually flanks those 8 Marines now. Oh my God.
That was sick, dude. Oh my God, what a series.
Damn.
This 2-0 win alone rescued Cure from GSL elimination. He moved on to challenge fellow Terran Gumio in the 3rd place best-of-5 playoff. It was there that Gumio defeated Cure for his spot in the best-of-5 decider match. Hero narrowly took apart DRG in the duel of 2nd places, earning his spot in the 2022 GSL Season 3 semi-finals bracket.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.